Hello Libra, this is the Sun Woman. Welcome to my new podcast. And for those who are watching on YouTube and who are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Welcome to our community. For those who are subscribers, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for your ongoing support. So this reading is going to be an integrative tarology reading for the sun sign, moon sign, and ascendant of Libra, ascendant being the rising sign of Libra. If you don't know your rising sign, there's some cool websites that you can go on and get a natal chart done for free that'll tell you where your rising sign is. Or you can email me at thesunwoman15@gmail.com and I'd be happy to do a natal chart for you. All right, and if you're looking for any type of private readings, please contact me again at that email address, and I'd be happy to do a personalized reading for you. So here we go with general messages for Sun, Moon, and Rising of Libra for August 2020. So Libra, August is going to be a very powerful month. There's going to be a lot of planetary activity, a lot of energy, some easy and some not so easy, but all of it is going to be very pivotal along your life journey and how these planets are going to be affecting you. One message I want to give you is that you in August are going to be called upon to take on a leadership role, okay? Now, where that leadership role is going to be depends on a lot of factors, but I can tell you it can be anything ranging in your professional life, your career, in your one-on-one relationships, your marriage, your long-term partnerships, business partnerships. It could be in a home and family situation where you'll need to take a leadership role, or it could just, the overriding energy could just be you stepping into your power and starting to use that power for good, to manifest, to be a manifester in your own life, manifest your best life, and to use it, to benefit others, okay? So the reason that I'm talking about leadership and that being, one of the main points here is that one of the cards you received here, one of the oracle cards, is the leadership card. And as I'm channeling the astrology, I see how this month in August, the most significant activity astrologically is going to be between the cardinal signs, which you are one of. And the other cardinal signs would be Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries, Aries being your opposite sign. So that is a very strong aspect that you are right there in the middle of. And so there's a lot of cardinal energy. Cardinal energy is the, cardinal gets things started. Cardinal has the impetus. Cardinal signs are natural leaders in their elements, okay? So that is something that's innate in you. You being an air sign, you usually exercise that through intellectual activities, through partnerships. But again, it could be in any area that you're going to be called upon this month. And all I can say is that you're ready. You may not feel that you are. You may even be reluctant to step into a leadership role, but I can tell you that you have everything that it takes to rock this and to really be that person, okay? So taking a look at the cards here, we have the Chariot reversed as the energy, the recent past. We have the Lovers reversed as the current energy. We have the Star card as the near future, and I love that card. That's just, a beautiful omen. In the area that is your advice for the month, we have the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Emotions in this deck. In the area ruling other people and their influences in your life, we have the Seven of Materials, 2 sevens there. And the Seven of Materials is the Seven of Pentacles. In the area of obstacles, you have the Three of Cups reversed, which in this deck is the Three of Emotions. And then the outcome, you have the Death card. Okay, so don't be afraid of that, because this is a transformative month, and that Death card is right on time, representing, the energies that will be active by the end of August. Now, I did pull an extra card. I just want to let you know that. I did not do that in the previous readings that I did, previous signs, but I did pull an extra card to clarify the Death card. And the card that I pulled is a truly magical one. It is actually the Muse of Materials. Now, let me just say that the deck that I'm using is the Muse Tarot, M-U-S-E Tarot by Chris Ann. And these are some of the most beautiful, vivid images that I've ever seen on tarot cards. And in addition to the regular cards, the 78 cards, there are an additional 4 cards, the Muses, right? So the Muses, in mythology are the inspiration, okay? The great artists, the great musicians, the great writers, pretty much all had a muse, whether it was a person, whether it was a place, whether it was a memory, something that inspired them to create their great works. So in this deck, there is a muse for each of the 4 elements, each of the 4 groups. Okay, suits is the word. And you got, as a clarification of the Death card, the Muse of Materials. And materials in this deck is Pentacles, finances, okay? So the good news here, which we'll get to once, when we get to that part, is that there is going to be a significant change for the better, most likely for you. By the end of August, may even be something that you never expected, right? Something that kind of has come out of the blue, but that could be a significant financial increase, benefit, abundance, wealth, and we'll get to that. But let's start from the beginning. So the energy coming into the month, you have the Chariot reversed. And the Chariot is a card that talks about victory. It is, the Chariot Rider is someone who can keep things on an even keel, keep balance, even though there are conflicting energies. And the Chariot Rider has to hold on to all of that momentum in order to keep things moving forward without the cart turning over, right? Or without one horse going in one direction and another horse going in the other direction. So it definitely is a card about command, about mastery, about victory. Now, reversed, which is how you have it here, I do feel that some of you may feel as though maybe, in the recent past, you were dealing with a situation that actually was out of your control, okay? That either spun out of your control, spiraled out of your control, or something, and however it happened, you had to release control of some situation because, you could no longer maintain a grip on whatever that was. Now, this is a major arcana, so any changes that happen through major arcana are spiritual changes that are to move you forward on your spiritual journey, okay? Higher angels, whether those are your spirit guides or the universe, God, whoever you believe in and whatever you believe in and call upon as higher forces, than earthly forces. The major arcana represent that energy. So it may be something that, you had to let go of. You had to let fall away, fall apart, fall behind, okay, in order to keep yourself healthy, to keep yourself balanced, and, you know, to keep moving forward. You have the Lover's card as the card that is covering you at the current moment, and the Lover's card is reversed. So, of course, you know, the first instinct here is that we're talking about a relationship situation that you may have had to let go of. The Lover's card, and, you know, usually the Lover's card can talk about decisions that have been made or that needed to be made. But on a more mundane level, the Lover's card can talk about specifically about an actual relationship. And reversed, you know, there could have been anything from disharmony, separation, a breakup, lack of cooperation. There could have been more than two people involved in a situation. There could have been, you know, infidelity. It could have been an unhealthy relationship situation. And with the Chariot there, you know, it had to go away, right, for your greater good. Why I'm leaning more towards a relationship than specifically a decision, even though a decision, you know, may have been made there either by you or by another party. You do have the Three of Cups reversed, the Three of Emotions reversed as the obstacle here. So definitely gives the impression that there could have been a, you know, relationship where there were three people involved or more, and that dissolved, or, you know, feelings were hurt, hearts were broken. You know, someone could have been stringing you along, perhaps, and someone else at the same time. Perhaps you didn't know that there was someone else involved in the situation. And I feel that in whatever the scenario is, the universe loves you and is always trying to protect you. And if this is the case where there was the dissolution of a relationship, as I said, it was for your greater good. Okay, it was to release you, even if you didn't want to be released, perhaps. But it was the universe releasing you from something that was not healthy for you, that was not yours, that did not belong to you. Okay. Now, at the base of the deck, we do have what's called here the Hanged Muse, but this is actually the Hangman. Okay, and so again, the energy of having to let go and let God, right? Or let go and let the universe take over. Give it up, right? Something, you know, you realizing that there are things that you just cannot control, and whether you want to or not, you may have to release those things over to, you know, your higher mind. And so we do have a situation where you may have been placed in limbo, where you may have felt as though there was no forward movement there, so you had to stop, or you were stopped in your tracks. And now you're having to, again, with the major arcana here, you're having to rise above whatever this situation was and see it from a higher perspective, right? See it from a higher vibration. You know, seek to find the meaning behind events, relationships, you know, changes that may have happened in your emotional life. And with the main suit here is Cups. We have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups. You have two materials or Pentacles cards. And then you have a lot of major arcana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So we're definitely talking about the universe protecting you, universe being in control, God being in control, and you being taught, spiritual lessons through whatever this situation was, this connection was, okay? Now, going back to the astrology and applying it here, the 7th house that I mentioned to you, which is the opposite sign, your opposite sign of Aries, is significant because it definitely talks about a lot of energy activity related to partnerships. Now, these partnerships could be both emotional or professional, okay? Partners can range from, marriage to long-term partnerships, people that you are in collaboration with, business partners, managers. So Mars in that sign, in that house opposite you, definitely talks about some of the power being taken away from you, or, and it being in other people's hands, decisions being in other people's hands. So in a lot of ways, there may not have been any way that you could salvage a situation because others have already made their decisions or didn't make decisions, right? Or didn't make decisions in your favor. And so as frustrating as it can be, which we can talk about frustration in a marriage, in a long-term relationship, in a business partnership, issues with contracts, whether those be, emotional or business. This is something that may continue on through the month of August and actually for the next 2 months, okay, where Mars remains in Aries. So there may be things that continue to come up. You may have to continue to interact with someone that you've been estranged from, because you may have, some connections that were not able to be completely dissolved, okay? You may work with someone, or, if you are possibly, and I hope not, but if you're in the middle of a divorce, there may be negotiations that are going to continue on. They're going to linger for a couple of months before things are finally resolved. At the same time, you do have Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn now retrograding into your 4th house. So in the middle of all this partnership stuff going on, you may be dealing with some heavy energies where it comes to your home and family, okay? There may be some huge transformations taking place either within your residence, where you live, your actual physical home, perhaps with family members, your immediate family members, even, with parents. So this energy of these oppositions and squares between Libra, Capricorn, and Mars, there could be a lot of tension, okay? I'm just going to let you know that. There could be a lot of tension, there could be some fighting, some frustration, arguments, and at the same time, there could be some excitement. With Mars in your 7th house, you could be partnering up with someone, all right? And the conflict may be that your family may have an issue with you being with this person or marrying this person, okay? So you're kind of, torn between these very powerful influences, and a family influence could be very, very significant. A parental influence could be very significant, or even your children could have a big influence on a partnership. The reverse of that is that You could be dealing with heavy family issues, and your partner is giving you some problems, okay? Could be fighting over a family situation, or, feeling that you are taking, family side over your marriage or your relationship. So this could play out in a number of ways. And then in your 10th house, okay, which is now, completing that cross of Libra, Capricorn, Aries, and Venus, you have Cancer in your 10th house, which is your career house, your, the way the world sees you, your career goals. The 10th house often represents your father. For me, sometimes astrologers see it as reversed, but for me, the 10th house is the father figure, and the 4th house is the maternal figure. Okay, so there could be some conflict going on between your two parents. Okay, but a positive influence here is that Venus in your 10th house, in Cancer, which can bring you, Venus is the sign of love, the planet of love, of beauty, of favor, financial success, abundance, feeling loved, admiration, all of those Venusian qualities, right? So you have that in your 10th house, Libra. So many of you may be moving into the public eye in a really attractive and charismatic way, right? Where you're being received by the public in whatever area, that you're working in. You could be highly favored by employers. So if you're looking for a new job, it could be a very good time for you to make a great impression with new employers or with current bosses and employers. Okay, some of you may be favored for a promotion that kind of elevates your your professional level, and that Venus can bring favor in that area as well. There could be some significant approval and admiration by women in general, by females, okay, or the feminine energy, right? However someone identifies. So if you work in a field that is very much related to women, and even to mothers, because Venus is in Cancer, so whatever that might be, a business that caters to stay-at-home moms, or beauty regimens, or fashion, for women's fashion, or something that appeals to moms. You could be very successful with that, because you'll gain a lot of positive feedback, I think, from feminine energy. And again, that also refers back to the oracle card that I pulled for you, which is the leadership card. Now, I want to just read this for you. In the last few readings, and when I do use oracle cards, most of the time I use, my own messages and my own channeling. But for some reason, because, this square is going to be so, this cross is going to be so powerful powerful for you, and it's going to be lasting so long, a few months, I want to try and give you as much information and encouragement as to the power that you have, so that you're not feeling as though you are being controlled by outside forces. I want you to know how powerful you are at this time as well. So the leadership card is actually a picture of a polar bear, beautiful, beautiful polar bear, who may be walking across the ice at night, and under a starry sky, you see what looks like some constellation, and a north star is shining over this polar bear as he or she is walking through the snow. And so here's the message for you. It says, just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark of the night, you are a beacon for others. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, steward, guardian, and healer. A true leader. Own these gifts. Come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you have been hiding in the background, it's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. So very powerful. And, I wanted to say that my rising sign is Libra. So this reading is definitely resonating for me because over the last few months, I have definitely felt the need to resume, my channeling and try to help in any way possible, that I can through the messages that I get in order to, help the collective, okay? And, we all have things going on in our lives that are pulling on our attentions and, pulling on our energies. But when you feel a very strong prompting, you have to act on that because you never know what light you can bring to someone who needs it at that moment. So this has definitely been a call to action. This energy that's been brewing has been a call to action for me personally as a rising sign Libra, and I'm sure that many of you, this may resonate for you as well. Okay, so we're definitely being called upon to be in the leadership position in whatever area that is our our passion that we're motivated by. Okay, now you have coming into the future, and here's the star card. A beautiful card that, definitely talks about you being in the right place at the right time with celestial powers, shining on you and helping you to manifest your dreams. So what I'm getting here is if you just take that step forward, the universe is going to help push you along the way, Libra, okay? The star card also talks about healing. So if you have been dealing with any physical issues, any health issues, I do feel that the star card is here to let you know that you're going to be okay, okay? That you do have healing energy around you. Make sure that you are taking good care of yourself as well, right, Libra? Because, when you are out of balance, that's when things start happening. That's when things start going, going awry for you. And you have to keep those scales balanced. And with you having gone through whatever you've experienced in the last few months or, in this period coming into August, I think you've definitely been tested and your scales have been thrown off balance. So it's time to do whatever you need to do to bring those scales back into balance. Now, some of you may know, but if you don't, I am also a nurse. And I like to try and give a little health information, that is relative. So again, talking about being off of balance, Libra is very much susceptible to lack of sleep, insomnia, skin issues, nervous exhaustion, and even memory loss from, being overloaded. And I have to say that I have experienced that in the last month or so, like a brain fog, okay, which can also be an air sign thing as well. So you have to be very careful about your diet. Try to get plenty of fresh food into your diet, drink lots of water. Libra also rules the kidneys, okay? So make sure that you're hydrating, make sure that you're cleaning, drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated so that you don't, have to deal with any, kidney issues, urinary tract infections, things like that are caused by dehydration. Don't forget to drink water, okay? With so much going on, you don't want to forget that. And try and control your sugar intake as well, okay? So yes, the Star card is here talking about healing energies for you, Libra. I think that whatever has been taken away from your life, something even better is going to be brought back to it, okay? The heavens have a plan for you. Now, the Seven of Cups, Seven of Emotions is crowning you. That talks about having a lot of options. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I think you are going to have so many things going on that you are going to need to narrow down what it is you need to focus on, right? Focus is going to be a big thing. Remember, if you scatter your energies all over the place, then you're not going to be able to get anything done, okay? So try to, whether you have to make lists, checklists, make, reminders, find time to meditate and prioritize what it is you need to do, get away from all of the demands that are on you, even if it's just to shut your bedroom door, light a candle, some incense, and just sit and meditate. Then you have to do that, because that will help bring you to your center and help you focus on what it is you need to be concentrating your energies on right now, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is in the area, again, ruling other people. And I think that there are others in your life who are looking, who want to invest in you. Okay? This is a positive card. And, so I feel that you can get help from people who do see you as someone that can make things happen. This could be financial assistance. You may have people around you, or even, financial organizations that would be willing to fund you. Look into that for seed money. If you're starting your own business, Seven of Materials is there. You can take a seed and plant that, watch that grow. Okay, so there are people who believe in you, that you can make those things happen. Again, your obstacle here is the Three of Cups reversed. So yeah, some heartache, some pain, lost love here, possibly the dissolution of a relationship, still lingers with you, Libra. And, but, you have to understand again that the universe has a plan for you, and maybe the people that you wanted in your life and that are no longer there are no longer there for a reason. Okay. And in the outcome, you have the Death card. So by the end of August, I feel there's going to be a major transformation in your life. You're going to be able to let go of whatever that was, that, that Chariot card reversed. That situation is going to slowly but surely dissolve. And you have a major transformation, which I feel very much is going to be you. Okay, it is you having a new outlook, a new focus, and stepping into your power. As I said at the beginning of this reading, there could be a Scorpio who is significant in your life towards the end of August. There again also could be an Aquarius that is influential to you in the near future, with the star card there. And then that clarifying card, the Muse of Materials, that is definitely talking about abundance coming in, okay? That's strong earth energy that refers to material success, you creating prosperity, you being able to provide for those that you love. We refer to family situations here, partners, and just kind of a newfound joy in living and becoming more grounded and having that gratitude, and, can even signify wealth and, significant comfort, around you. So expect abundance, expect, security, expect balance, and be prepared to use your creative energies in order to make those things happen. You're highly favored right now, Libra, and regardless of the people, the forces that may be pulling on you, stay strong in your power. Don't let people, don't let anyone else try to rule you, because that's not the energy that's going to be effective for you this month. You're out front, you're the front person, and this is a pivotal moment for you. August, September, October, these are pivotal months for you, Libra, and you want to make sure that you are using that energy wisely. Okay? So those are your messages for August 2020. I hope this reading resonates with you. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me. My information is there in the information box below. And as always, I wish you all good things, love, peace, joy, success. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let's not just seek the light, but let's be the light. Thank you, Libra. Bye-bye.